morning. Welcome back to the update desk here at Throwing Sleepers Not TDs Fantasy Football League, brought to you by G Squared Yo-Yos. This is the premier Yo-Yoers Fantasy Football League. Going into week one, teams are obviously still finding their footing, deciding who to start, who to sit. Jacob's fantastic team did not make the right choices this week versus the Rockwell Giants. The Rockwell Giants dominated by scoring 139 fantasy points. That's really good for a 16-team league. Jacob's mind-blowing team did drop DeAndre Swift before this week's matchup. If he would have kept him and started him, he would have been going home with a W. The double whammy. Drop the player and the player would have won you for the week. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. Game number 2, the blowout of the week. Matt Mullen's team doubled up on the sandwiches, winning 146-72, basically turning him into a pancake. Sandwiches probably feels like he got kicked in his kicker. C. Dicker. Da-na-na! Da-na-na. Spotlight game of the week. Laporta Potties took down Team America League Police in the Monday Night Showdown. Nick Chubb was on pace to bring it back for the Police in this Monday night game, but injuries happened. The knees shot. Moment of silence for Nick Chubb and my 6-leg parlay. Game number 4, the Treadisill Fire Starters versus the Brown Note. Brandon Ayuk came back to earth for Treadisill and gave him his first loss this year. Along with that, I'd like to point out that the Brown Note took home the victory this week with a total combined in his running back positions 1.3 points. Just to add a little insult to injury there. Game number 5, Maidenless versus the Destroyers of Harvest. Chelsea was back this week, but was not enough to bring Destroyers into the winner's circle. Maidenless proved to have a full stand at the farmer's market. Higgins, McCaffrey, Cook, all dominating. Game number 6, Toilet Circle versus a friggin' Leaf. You know what they say about them Canadians? Yeah, neither do I. Toilet Circle dominated this week, which led him to proclaim a friggin' Leaf his son. Game number 7 brings out number 1 in the league, Alex's awesome team versus, help, my arm is sconce. Alex lived up to the team's name again, dropped 139 points. That's just top tier. I wish there was a dig here. They're just not. Sconce is looking to rebound next week as some of his Packers come back into his starting lineup. Last but not least, we have the greatest show on paper versus the Lions won't make the playoffs. We used the joke last week. We're not going to use it this week because they made a miraculous comeback in Monday Night Football. Greatest show on paper went to bed a winner. Woke up a loser. George Pickens dropped a big 22 bomb to come back and win by a couple. That's our Week 2 recap. Hope to see you back here next week. Until then, have a wonderful afternoon.